Good morning everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Puzzle Quest as Saneko. This is part 31. We defeated Dugo quite a bit of time ago, which was like the hardest boss in the game, or the first boss in the game, and I think it's the hardest. And now after that we are dealing with the power vacuum that happened after, well, death of or defeat of Dugo. I'm not sure if I killed him or just defeated him and just he ran away. It's never clear what happens in those games. Once you defeat someone, what does it actually mean? That you actually like beheaded them like ISIS, or I have not made any ISIS jokes in this campaign for quite a while. I mean, there's some Syria somewhere. This is Syria, and we are very far from Syria. We're over the border. We're over these mountains. This is probably Iraq or something. I don't know. It's Gruldok. The Gruldok doesn't actually sound like Iraq. Maybe this is Kurdistan. I don't know how the name sounds in Kurdistan. Anyway, so we're dealing with the power vacuum, which we have one quest, Lord of Orcs, and I think I actually don't know other quests. So can I siege this place? Oh, I already sieged this place. Okay, yeah. Mike, I got slightly confused. Yeah, so this icon means this is already sieged, so this has been sieged. There's a third one here. So if we go there, we get some stuff. We have some money. Can I upgrade? No, I need a bit more money to upgrade stuff. Anyway, let's just do the quest. Battle the Orcs, yes. Ah, nice casual game. Okay, this is a wolf. I'm sure the wolf ran from Sansa or something. Okay. Wow. Which one do we go for? Actually, we can go with both of them. So well, not quite, but close enough. So we get this one and this one. So it doesn't actually activate the troll ring, sadly. Are we such nice flaming skulls like already? No, actually no, this is my mistake. This would not be a nice flaming skulls. It would be pretty shitty flaming skulls. Okay, so what do we need? We have as much red as we want, so we need to match some skulls for, well, damage. And we need some green for flaming skulls. Actually, the flaming skulls right now would not be very strong, but let's just do it. So he can't really get skulls easily, so we don't really care that much about stuff. Okay, so I can get flaming skulls, and now every move I'm just going to consider if this is a sensible idea. Right now it seems that the answer is no. So what could we do instead? We could get some yellow mana. So we can reserve. We could. No, I can't get a blue mana anyway, so I can't activate the troll ring anytime soon. Okay, so how about now? Yes, so the answer is still no. Yeah, this is a side effect of playing as a complicated class like a wizard. You have to consider the flaming skulls, and this is a relatively complicated consideration. So what else I could do? Oh, let's actually take a look at his abilities. So this doesn't matter. 5 points of damage doesn't matter. Plus 4 to green mana and fear for 5 turns. Fear, I think it just halves my skills, so that's not very important. 4 damage and causes disease, which is much more annoying. So we could mana burn him every now and then, but then I run out of green mana, so let's get more green mana just to have some spares. Not terribly, I don't terribly care about damage. Since I have Troll Ring, so if I activate Troll Ring, which sadly does not seem very likely right now, but it might happen if the battle goes for a bit longer. It might just happen. So this will make this skull fall here, so this is safe actually. Sadly it does no blue mana, so it's not possible to make a 4-0 from red and blue from flaming skulls, and the skulls are in kind of awkward places, so I cannot make a 4-0 from skulls and greens. Okay, sadly this is a lot of them and they're close to each other, but not in a pattern I want. So I could just bolt him, I guess. It's a pretty strong bolt. Okay, so I could just skull him here. Yeah, that seems like the best move. Firewalker Stone is just amazing, and mana drain, so much for it. So this firebolt like this did something. Okay, so what can we do? We could we need a lot of... Well, we need a lot of all manas, so there's not even like point in considering which mana should we prioritize. We should just get all of it. So This seems like a sensible first move because we dread, probably. Oh, and I get 3 extra turn, that's nice. And this is a double mana, so... Well, and now he got crazy amounts of manas, which happens. The wildcards are kind of annoying because if you have higher skill level, you generate more wildcards, but then your opponent is going to use them most of the time anyway, so it's kind of like an annoying thing. You're just helping your opponent this way. If it was very likely to get extra turns, then wildcards would help you, but like 90% of the time they help your opponent first. He doesn't always have the opportunity to use them first, but that still happens more like he's got first moves. So as good as it gets. That'll be such a nice flaming school. It'll start here, and there's so many schools down. Maybe not so many, quite a few, but not like crazy many. I kind of don't see many moves. This is a move, but like here there's nothing, and here's there's nothing. So that could actually mana drain, and mana drain that early would be horrible. So let's just blow something up. Okay, so we could get a lot of red or blue or yellow, and that is the choice. So if we do that, it gives him a school match. If we do that, it doesn't. If we do that, it still does. So this one is the only one that doesn't give him a school match. Does it? Oh, or he has a school match here anyway, so it kind of doesn't matter. So there's a small chance we're going to get an extra turn if we do that. I don't know what's the chance. Not very high, but let's do that. Oh, extra turn. Okay, so... Ooh, this is really nice. Okay, so there's a flaming school option, and it would work. So we would get a 4 off here. However, there's not that many on the board, so maybe this is too early. And I kinda need blue for the troll ring, unless I just went for it now. But that seems a bit premature. So let's... would that is mana drain? No, that would not mana drain, so let's do this. Would that be a better flaming school? Sometimes, like, if you know you're going to get a 4 off from flaming schools, even if you don't see anything else, it makes some sense to do it anyway. Well, except right now that's not going to happen anyway. So we don't see any 4 off on the map. There's very little green, and the reds and blues are not aligned in a meaningful way. So you can use a bolt now and still have an option to flaming school next turn if you want to, so that's that. And the option to flaming school is kinda irrelevant. There's no good flaming school target. So you could bolt again for a bit of damage. Yeah, this is useless, I don't care about this. It seems like it's very close to mana drain again. If well, he does that, things are going to drop. So if doing that gives us blue mana match, so let's do blue mana match as well. I'm kind of like double matches. Okay, so flaming school's time, and the answer is no. No, the answer is yes. So flaming school's time. It's not a very strong one, but that's something. We can do this one. Don't see any on this one on the top. There is one here. That's the only one I see. Is there anything on the top? There's one here. There's one here. It's really fun to train those. You feel like because you did the flaming schools, it feels like this is something I worked on, and that's the reward, having so many options. And it doesn't feel like dumb. Like, for example, if flaming schools just like did like 25 damage and that's it, like, yeah, that's just whatever, but it feels like it opens the possibility to do like all this fancy stuff. Okay, work belt. Let's go and give that dude a work belt. Lord Grolkar, like being a gift. So small, ha 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 ha. Humans always have questions. One question. I'm a great, kind and wise leader, am I not? I have all the goblins that I need. Follow an order as my own, but the orcs are weak. They follow a new master in the north and tell them blah blah. Okay.
Quest complete.
Good. So let's get another quest. Reagent hunt. Necri goblin trader needs a brave person to go and collect some spell components. Yeah, this sounds like an entirely reasonable thing to do, just doing some minor quest for a goblin. Wasp Hive and Ice Troll Hair from Teria. Good. Need to buy them? Don't like buying stuff. Tavern. That sounds like an entirely reasonable thing. He became a great orc by chopping the previous great orc's head. Makes sense. This sounds like an orc thing to do. Okay, yeah, so I don't buy the components, I get them from here and here. Okay, so let's go and... well, let's go here then. Why not? Maybe I should siege this place, maybe I should siege all the places. Enter the hive. Let's fight. Okay, so what is this? 80% chance to cause poison and adds +2 damage whenever you do 2 or more damage. That's kinda annoying. Desting. Poison on your enemy for 8 turns. What's poison anyway? Is poison the one that drains you for 1? Is it disease? Is disease the same as poison? Probably not. They have different names, so they probably do something else. Swarm. Destroy all yellow gems, adds +1 morale and life points for every... So there's here, like the wasp has a way to gain life. It's always annoying because I prefer to be the only person who has that. And reduces your enemy's yellow mana by half. Yellow mana is not the most important one. It will force me to throw fireballs a bit faster, but it's not like red or blue that are much more important. So I can get a lot of... Well, this is a free move, so let's not even talk about it, let's just do it. So there's a bunch of schools I could match. So I could match those schools, those schools, or just ignore that and try to get Troll Ring active. None of this actually breaks his chance of getting a follow-up school, so it kind of doesn't matter which one I go for. Yeah. Well, it was kind of lucky, but in the end I got 1 school, he got 1 school. So what is this? Reduces your life by 1 point. Okay, so this is extra 5 damage. That's actually a lot. This is going to be a double match. Oh, an extra turn. Okay, that's nice. I really should prioritize because he has poison and just drains my life over and over. I should prioritize getting some blue mana, and I should prioritize getting this cat off the table because my cat is just in the front of the monitor and I don't see very well now. I don't know if you can hear the cat. She's next to me, but she's not next to the microphone, so I don't know how well she can be heard. Yes, this is kitty kitty kitty. Not on the keyboard. Like, it's fine if I can hear the cat, but if the cat starts like touching the keyboard and like, for example, if she exits the game or something, that would be kind of awkward. And kind of spoil the recording. And I don't have saves in this game. I mean, I could just make backup before every episode, but I don't actually bother doing that. So there are no saves. So if something like gets screwed, I kind of like in C5, for example, I generally do a save before every episode. So if something gets really screwed somehow, I think it happened once, but I don't remember why. Then I can just start the episode from scratch. Here maybe I should do backups. It sounds like a sensible thing to do now that I think of it. The game autosaves, but autosave is not the same. It can just get screwed for any reason. Okay, so we have trolling active, so we kind of don't have to care about it all that much. So the option is just to try to get some more manas. Oh yes, if we get yellow mana, we could start doing the flaming scrolls. Nothing here looks like terribly amazing. This will give him a 4-off, I think. No, it doesn't. We could just do that. Oh, that gave him a different 4-off. So yellow mana is the one I kind of want. Oh, I completely missed that one. That's embarrassing as hell. Can I get a lot of green, or I could just cascade here? Okay, so I could get a lot of yellow. Wow, this is triple poison. How many poisons can he stack on me? there's no information about it, so possibly infinite number of poisons. I mean, every poison is kind of like 5 damage, so I'm actually at minus 7 turns of poison. That's like at 12 extra damage. This is a lot of damage, so I don't feel bad about using Troll Ring at all. I should just... Mana loss minus 7, whatever. Yeah, so I kinda have to just prolong this a bit so I can get some mana back. Unless, of course, the mana drain happens and I just dislike mana drain very intensely. Okay, so... the Flaming Skull is not really going to do anything. Guess I could bolt him, or I could just get some mana and then bolt him. That was nice. Oh, come on! That was unfair as hell. Ah. Well, my heroic effort was not really planned or anything, so... okay, so... The Flaming Skulls are not going to do anything. I could just do a straight bolt. A straight bolt sounds reasonable. Or I could just heatsink maybe. Or mana burn. Okay, what mana burn does? I mean, I know what it does. It's just like, is it going to block anything? So it doesn't block swoop. I can pay a bit more. I need 4 left. Okay, that's enough. So he can't cast any spells right now, or however you call it. If I do that, it's just going to expose the skull, so I don't want that. So I could just burn here. That'd be good. So if I do that, this is going to... well, nothing obvious at least. There's always a chance that something funny is going to happen. Okay, so... Flaming Skulls time. Okay, so how good was it? And the answer is not very good actually, since okay, this is possibly a 4-off if this fails like the way I think, unless it magically generates like, something funny. It's possible that I'm just going to get like a wildcard match now. No, I didn't. So actually, I got one here. So yeah, but not the one I was worried about. So. This is really painful, so I'm getting 3 points from Troll Ring, but I'm losing 3 points anyway, so... okay, and we don't have any 4-offs anywhere, so the only choice I have is really to just do like a simple matches. Does not make me super happy. I may actually lose this one. Or I could... No, that's not going to do anything. Okay, let's do that. Trading hits is really bad because I can get poisoned every time that happens. 80% chance... But it doesn't say poison for how long, because how long is the only key number in the poison. Okay, so I could just... I could match that, but then he just counter matches here, so that's not actually a very good one. I don't want to just trade hits. I'd much rather not trade hits, so I could lower this by 1, and we still trade, so that doesn't actually do anything useful. I could fireball the entire thing. Like, fireball how? Here? Would that actually work? Don't think so. Well, let's do that anyway. Okay, so he ended up not getting anything. Okay, so it's not quite Flaming Skulls time, and in any case I don't have any relevant mana. I don't have any green. Could just slow this down a bit by well, I could just bolt him once. That's a decent bolt. Okay, I could get some mana, or I could just skull him here. Let's skull him. And he gets the mana, okay. I don't have green mana for... There's a lot of skulls on the board. So I have 1 bolt, or I could just skull... green mana is probably better than just to take some green mana. So if I do that, that's going to fall here, so that's a match. If I do that, then... don't think this is a match. Something might fail. No, this is a match this way, okay. I'm just not really good at this game, apparently. Okay, 4-off, good. I don't think I even needed this mana, so it's probably not actually very good 4-off, but it's always a 4-off. Forbs are good. Okay, so flaming school is an option. And is there a good flaming school anywhere? And the answer seems to be no again. At least I don't see any. Oh well. At least there are not that many schools, so I will just slowly regain a life if that happens. Okay, we have a lot of green mana now. We can get 1 mana of some color, and the colors to choose is blue, or blue or red actually, which I have max and max. So that's a... oh well, I could do that. So I could do that, or I could just get a school. Would it block him? It might block the other school, so that makes some sense to do. Hello, kitty kitty kitty. Or alternatively, I could go for flaming schools. Don't think this is a good idea since we're both very close to death, so this kind of risk doesn't make it's not necessary. Sometimes like it's like a Hail Mary flaming schools if you don't actually see this working, but it might, like you never know. Okay, so he's very close to death, so let's kill him. Good. Well, that's one thing down. Yes, so we are here now, and we got some gold because this is our city. In any case, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.